www.patreon.com/Final Stop Podcast. We got a whole bunch of fun stuff going on over there for the holidays. What we're doing, we're running a promotion. As of right now, if you subscribe for the Patreon between now and New Year's, or maybe New Year's in a little bit, you get a free 2-month trial of the Internal Affairs, the $10 Holier Than Thou Gus level. That includes all of the $1 McBallers right now. You want that upgrade, go ahead and check it out for free for 2 months. Normally, it costs $4.25 a month to get 4 free episodes of the final, or 4 bonus episodes. For this one-time only deal, we're giving you 8 Internal Affairs for the F just to check out. Just to look at.
Just to look at. Dip a toe.
Don't fucking touch, though. Don't look at it for too long. Don't touch unless you're buying. Tell a friend about the cast. Hey, welcome back. Hey, yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel bridge-gadd, live from the ever-glorious Mescal Manor. What it do, baby boy? Sitting over here to my right's the Vampire King Possum, Lord Meerkat.
He's got what the medical experts call chopped cheese brain.
Oh, no, he caught the jive turkey. It's Tristan Bolin.
What?
Jive turkey sounds like the brand that came up after dudes were fucking the Butterball.
First and foremost, moshi moshi. Second off, jive turkey does sound like just a way alternative.
It sounds
better
like
alternative to.
You
It
go
sounds
get
Cajun. It sounds.
Oh, you're giving it way too much clout. No, jive turkey sounds like you go get that with food stamps. They give you a brick of government cheese, and they're like, they give you a jive turkey and government cheese, and you're on your way.
You're just chasing down like second string quarterbacks, just being like, you're in the U-Haul with the turkeys, being like, stop.
What? Chasing down second string quarterbacks?
Do you know how like members of like local like football teams will go around and pass turkeys out?
Yes.
So, like, yeah.
They'll go in stock NFL jerseys.
But it's never the ones you want.
No, it's always.
That's what I'm saying. Second string quarterbacks.
It is. It's always the backup or some guy who's like up for Walter Payton Man of the
I gotta
Year.
suck a punter's cock so I can feed my kids. That sucks.
Well, because you know how it works too. The rep goes to the door first, and they're like, "Hey, we got some Falcons players over here, a couple of camera guys. We're just gonna go ahead and shoot some stuff. Is that cool?" You're
NBC, they're like local news.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, oh.
You're like, holy shit, Kirk Cousins is here. Like, no, backup left guard. But he plays on the team, kind of. He's been on the practice.
He
squad
also
for
paid
4
out
weeks.
of pocket for the turkey, so there's not a lot of turkeys. They're passing them out in like the back of a gladiator. It's his gladiator.
We actually ran out of full-size turkeys, but we have a Cornish game hen or half a ham. You choose.
We're giving free rides to the Boston market.
If
If you want to get a rotisserie on us.
We also ran out of coupons.
We ran out of coupons.
No, that's crazy. Here, look. To start,
You are limited to one item, miss. One item. We also
Oh.
have sides, but they come in plastic baggies.
I've seen those videos too, where athletes go into like a Walmart and they're like, they underestimate the grease balls that are inside a Walmart.
They're like, I'm going to pay for everybody's shit in here.
and
they're
people
just
start
like,
scooping.
Yeah.
Just start like, oh, for reals? Just like,
I bet you didn't know this. I'm a prepper. Just like,
you're like, I need all the Dove hair and body wash.
you see
now.
like a coupon queen just light her binder on fire. And you're just like, no. Oh my God, she's got 3 cards. Oh fuck, I did this on the wrong. I need to scope out.
The employees are closing the express lines. You're like, no point. All these guys are running
It's
through
like
with
when
baskets.
did you hear that how Michael Jackson for his birthday one year, he wanted to be literally his birthday present was being treated like a normal person.
I saw that, and he walked around the fucking
supermarket,
grocery store.
and there was like all of his like friends and family just walking around, just being like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" and just like fucking with him and shit like that. Just honestly, sounds like a great birthday. If that was me, and I just like if I have to be tank escorted between gigs and shit like that, if I just had a normal day where I can just walk around, just being like, Oreos are $3.
It does make sense because if you ask most people, you're like, you could have anything you want for one day. You'd be like, probably to live life like Michael Jackson. And you ask him, he's like, I don't know, probably get bitched at by my boss, then go to Kroger and find out that milk's more expensive.
Can I get a double wide?
Well, have you ever seen that clip of Bill Gates on Ellen? Which is like the biggest like display
For some
of wealth
reason,
I've
that
ever
sounds
seen.
like a drug, where it's like him with glow sticks in a German nightclub. It just feel like Bill Gates is high as fuck on Ellen, dude.
Dude, he's off. Ellen does sound like it's taking the kids out.
Yeah.
You're like, I wouldn't wish Ellen on my worst enemy. I wish crack would come back. Ellen tearing the schools apart.
Oh my God. ELYN, Ellen?
Son, is this your bag of Ellen? Dad, that ain't mine.
That ain't mine.
What if I had to get in my house then?
How big farm I get in my house?
You selling dope?
Yeah.
Big farm. Dude.
You a Sackler?
Is that who owns a lot of the
Yeah,
big farm? The Sackler
Sacklers,
family?
yeah.
I thought that was the fucking... Who owns Goldman Sachs? Goldman and Sachs? The Sax Brigade.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a
probably
fun
not.
name. All right, here we go. Here, we'll start with this.
I bet it
because-
started out with a guy who was named Goldman, a guy who named Sachs.
Yeah.
Who owns Jimmy John's?
His name's Miguel.
Yeah.
against all
I mean, we're
odds.
not talking local.
Here, look. So I've been occasionally.
So this is going to be brought. We're going to bring this into the podcast, like a side by side and shit like that, so they can see what we're talking about. Correct?
Yes, we
Okay.
do that all the time.
Just making sure.
It's good. Yeah, we're gonna bring it up. So I was watching this video. I occasionally dislike people's joy. It's one of my fun little ticks. I don't like seeing people be
You
too happy.
occasionally express your real feelings. You all the time dislike people's joy.
Occasionally it comes out.
Occasionally you let your real feelings be known.
So for the audio listener,
Do you know who you're going to grow up into?
Scrooge McDuck.
No.
He's rich.
No. Like the guy who gets tortured by Dennis the Menace. You're just like a local curmudgeon. That's what you're
Who?
going to be. You're going to be sitting on your porch one day just being like, slow down!
God damn. Fucking kids in this.
Hover bikes.
Everything's going to shit.
Yeah. They're going to call you like the future version of the N-word, and you're going to be like, what?
This guy's a malark. Whoa, what?
Whoa.
The fuck is that?
I bet this man don't know cromulans.
I kind of do that anyway. Just a slow head shake is how I walk around life. Fucking. God damn. It's going to hell. World's burning.
Not when I was growing up.
Uphill both ways.
Let me tell you something.
Grandpa, did you have Waymos? Shut up.
Shut up. Grandpa, didn't like a homeless guy get notoriously smushed by an automated vehicle in Tempe when you're still living there? Shut the fuck up.
Couldn't you call an Uber courier and have your purse brought back from your bitch's house to your main's house? You're like, yeah, man, it was a different time.
Grandpa, after your 4th ACL surgery, don't you just have robot knees now?
Well, kind of. I'm about to. Well, you can do Uber courier. I got an ad for it. You can just
Does
send.
that come by horse and carriage? What
I
is-
fucking wish. That'd be
Wait,
lit.
Uber courier? Is that just a guy running?
Yeah, no, he just comes in a car and he's like, you need to send fucking shoes to your son at high school. He like takes the shoes, puts them in the back of his car, drives to the other spot and is like, here, your mom sent you shoes. That's someone's job now.
So that's like a division of Uber.
Yeah, an Uber courier. You can deliver food, people, or sweaty gym socks. They have all.
Yeah.
It's like FedEx air, ground, and sea.
That's not going to be good.
It's kind of also like you can just ship drugs. You're like, hey, I have a suitcase. I need you to move it over here. Do not look inside.
I read the terms
suitcase.
of agreement. You can't open the suitcase.
Don't open the fucking suitcase.
Don't open the suitcase.
It's gonna smell. It might move around a little bit. Don't worry about it.
So basically, here's where my first thought is. That's going to be immediately linked to some guy doing domestic terrorism.
Has to. There's gonna be a lady inside of a bag, and you're just gonna be like, I need you to take this over here. To
I
the
mean, I
dump."
don't think they're bringing like shipping containers. I'm like, you got a Class D license?
You got your CDLs.
Yeah, you got a CDL. How many? Is that like 18 wheels?
Yeah.
Are we talking about like you got a cab in the back?
No.
No, what I'm thinking is it is some dude goes up to like a sketchy, undescript house, gives him a package with a guy who's holding nylon gloves, just being like, take this to this guy's house. And then he just opens the door. She's like, oh, present? Thank you. And just go, bang! And just like the windows blow out.
The
and then the
Uber
last
bomber.
fingerprints are yours.
You're not wrong. Who's in trouble for that? That's probably not your fault. That also has to probably have happened already. I wonder, this is a grim stat, and we'll get into my even grimmer fucking video. How many like trafficking events do you think Uber is responsible for a year?
Ooh, like involuntarily?
They just pick up some guy that looks like the dad to some 12-year-old girl who's oddly quiet, and then they just take them where they need to go, and they're like,
I bet it happens a lot less in the United States.
You
I bet
think?
overseas that is kind of, I mean, like, if not like trafficking, definitely some like statutory not coolness.
no good.
Yeah, where they're just being like, yo, I'm not taking my car out to take like my best friend's little sister out on like a dinner date and shit like that. Just being like, no, I want to treat you, I want to show you how like you should be treated. And then it's just bad news.
That's
bears.
like that's a hard job.
But also,
too.
that's kind of that is crazy if you're in the position of like trying to fuck a 13-year-old, but also not having a car. Like that's nuts. You have the money. If you're like, I'm not taking public transportation, I'm going on a date.
Yeah.
I'm taking my child bride in an Uber Black.
My options were city bike, but she said she couldn't ride a bike yet, or get in this Uber XL and fucking skirt off.
I mean, like, we have pet names for each other. She calls me daddy. I call her my niece whenever anyone asks. But
I'd say she's my sister's kid when we're in public.
Yeah. No.
Sweetie, how do you know her? That's my sister's kid. Don't worry about
That's
it.
my hey.
That's we cousins.
Hey, I bet Mr. Andrew Jackson will keep you from asking any further questions.
It's actually my sister. My mom's kind of trashy. Had a late one.
I'm treating her how to be a woman.
That's how white
It's
trash.
terrible. That's terrifying and disgusting.
That's how white trash redneck my family is. I have an aunt that is 3 weeks older than my youngest sister. Yeah, Grandpa still fucks.
That's nuts.
You know what her name is? Karma.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She have a twin sister named Vendetta? Like, that sounds like a supervillain's name.
They used to do drop-offs at dirt track races.
Is that what it's called? Like your grandpa's load? It's called a dirt track race?
No, like in rural fucking New Mexico or Texas, they'll have these like it's just a bunch of stepdads and uncles racing like rally cars at a dirt track, and that's where they would do the exchange of karma, which sounds like a book.
I learned something unfortunate. Is speaking of like something that like hobbies and stuff like that amongst the vein of dirt track racing. Dude, I learned something about Hayden recently. This morning that I love him to death, and if you're listening, Hayden, I'm not judging you. I think this is cool. That being said, everything that Daniel's like gonna say right now, I'm sorry.
I don't like how you use.
You ever spend $2,000 on RC cars?
Oh man, you fucking faggot! I hate how you weaponize me sometimes, but I love when I get to do it. Dude, what?
Yeah, no.
What did you buy? The car from Toy Story, the one that Woody actually
he sent me a
rode
link
on?
to it. It looks pretty cool, but like I mean, like he's building stuff. So I mean, it's a new hobby of his. He's gotten really into it. I would love to. Honestly, it's like goes 50 miles per hour, and if it hits you in the chest, you're fucking dead. Like, it's an insane...
Yeah, and monkey bars are the number one cause of fucking child mortality. No, okay, look, let me explain to you, and I know
you're thinking about, like, the RC cars where they flip over and then they can still drive and stuff like that.
No,
but
it's not that cool. Those are sweet as hell.
No, these are kind of tight.
No, I know what you're talking about, and we did like, right before we moved out here, we did a Don't Tell, and right next to the Don't Tell was a RC course, you fucking dork. Actually, ask Andrew. He'll probably know where it's at. It looked cool if that's what you're into. But if that's not what you're into, it's a bunch of grown men standing around an insane course. Like, imagine like a Big Lots. Just the whole floor is a fucking track. These cars are...
Hayden's so hard right now.
So gay, dude. It was
it's
so
not.
Stupid.
I enjoy that you enjoy it. I want to see them go vroom.
Oh, it's like, and all these kids are fucking all just spazzing over each other. Oh, I got the new GX1130 controller. It has 11 megabytes quicker connection. I'm like, I've never wanted to go back to high school more. Just that mentality of like wedgie, nose pick, Gaddafi, backslap, nerds. Go chase ladies.
You say that
this
until
he
designs an RCXD that goes into your fucking apartment, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, or until it like takes off and I'm like, how much would it cost to put TFS on the hood? Just asking for a friend.
I mean, immediately when he told me this morning, it was the hardest belly laugh I had this morning. Was him? I laughed so hard I coughed up phlegm.
I spent 2 months rent on something really important. It's like, what'd you buy? Like a wedding ring? Did you get a new car? Down payment? I bought an RC car. You're like, oh man.
Well, the thing that I love is that he's getting creative as fuck with it. He loves engineering and tinkering.
Yeah.
So he's like making them himself, and he designed this whole like, because he's got like one that's just like fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy.
50 miles per hour out of a tiny car.
Okay, now let me tell you why I think this is. It's not that I don't think it's cool. I grew up with this type of my dad bullshit. My dad's worked on trucks, mechanic-y type guy. He was, for about 5 years, every Hanukkah or Christmas would convince my mom that he needed a new helicopter, airplane, fucking...
I asked if he was going to go aerial with it.
Like, dude, are you gonna go into the sky?
Yeah, are you taking this into the air, bro? I asked if he was gonna.
My dad was the same way.
Well, the only reason why is because like you can crash those things really hard and they're foam as fuck. It's not like you're building a like fucking 300-pound metal like 1/7 scale F-15.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
foam.
No, it's no good. The second that thing falls 50 feet from the sky, it's over.
Yeah, it's not like they can shrink that down. You're not Ant-Man.
Well, that was always the problem. Is like he would get like a $200 because you'd walk through the mall and you'd see the guy fucking. You're like, oh, so sick. I need
Dude, that guy honestly can just pick him out of a barrel if he wants to. He just like fucking.
He sees the guy. Yeah.
There's a low flyover, and the guy's like, oh, and he's like, gotta sail.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, what a sweet job. They don't even have those anymore. For those of you younger Thundercats listening, there used to be someone's real minimum wage job, and it was in their job description. For 8 hours a day, they just drove RC cars and RC helicopters, and just that was it. What a sweet setup.
dude. I can, as soon as we started mentioning malls, if you want to hear a topic, I got a topic for you.
Hold on. Let me get this.
First off, Daniel, I'm just saying to Hayden out there, we love your RC car dream, dude.
No, but it's the same thing once again.
Keep rocking it in the free world.
Once again,
he wants to build a tumbler.
No, keep doing
like
that.
a Batman tumbler.
That would be
tight.
chill. That would be chill. A fucking 360 both sides.
Daniel, you talk shit until you get behind the wheels of that bad boy.
Get the sticks in your hand.
Yeah,
I couldn't drive stick till I picked up the RCs.
And you see it go like the little hesitant, and you're like, put some gas into it, and it goes, yeah! It just runs away.
Watch, I'm going to crank up the voltage for you a little bit. Oh, you like that?
No, you put gas in those fucking things.
Excuse me? Never mind. I take back the full Fajil that I'm going to have to bleep out later in editing. And you know what? Never mind. I give it back. And I'll only say this. I use example for everything. I love pro wrestling. I like oiled up niggas in underwear. Inherently, Fajil activity, but super cool. It's Fajil activity till you go to the fucking
Dude, have you seen like the actual legit RC car racing when they go to a pit stop? It's robot dog racing.
Dudes come in and they catch it and they go.
They catch it and then throw it in there and then they just let it go. Yeah, and it goes. Dude, how do you do that?
Now, if you're really about that action, I see this going correct for you because we'll fully sponsor it. We'll back this. We'll get the TFS car running quick. By the way, I love NASCAR speak. I would love to see Hayden after he wins the race. He'd be like, the 48 RC Cola car was running real good today. Had a couple good fast laps. That chassis, we got it right where it wanted it. And, the Pontiac Ford was out. It was running the way we needed. And it's, oh my God, brings me back to my childhood.
Dude, it's a fantastic field.
That being said, drone racing still clears. I know those are like $19 million and like just every man can have a fucking... Have you seen those videos of the pilots like?
Yeah, they're insane.
Yeah, they cost as much as like a Tesla, but they're wild.
Dude, God forbid World War III happens. Because you can imagine being a ground soldier and then you're just being like, oh, do you mean like the Red Baron of the modern skies that is this enemy drone pilot that just run around just like... and just like unlimited ammo. All you need is more drones.
We were talking about that. I think we had on the cast once. We were talking about that. Like the dying in war has gotten progressively better. Like in the beginning, it was some neighboring tribe.
No, dying in war fucking blows now. Have you seen like the videos where it's just a drone like 150 feet up in the sky and it's a dude in a trench just like, can I smoke this last cigarette before you just drop this fucking eggplant?
No, but I'm saying that's better. I'm saying that's 10 times.
That is not better.
Go back to the original how war was settled. It's someone comes up with a rock and is like, oh yeah. Have you seen Year One? Have you seen Year One?
Man?
A Cain and Abel. Yeah. Have you seen Year One, the movie with Jack Black and?
So you're completely. You're
no, I'm not basing it off Year One, the fucking movie.
I was about to say, I'm like, so you're going back to like back when war was good, the Bronze Age.
No, I'm just saying it's gotten progressively better through history. If you go back to the beginning when it was just cavemen and neighboring tribes, you're getting beat with a blunt fucking object. That sucks. Then you go up a little bit, sharpened rocks, still sucks, a little bit less, at least you bleed out faster. Then you move up to steel, sucks, a little bit less because at least they can cut your neck off real quick. Good night.
Either that or like, yeah, I mean, pray to God you get an arrow through the head.
I guess no, but yeah, but the odds, that's still a pretty blunt arrow compared to like.
But imagine nowadays you get fucking
obsidian. You get hit with an obsidian arrow to the head.
Dude,
good night.
You get Hayden behind the wheels of an RC fucking XT, dude. He's sitting there in a 1/7 Ford Raptor. A 1/7 scale Ford Raptor going 50 miles per hour, dude. That's a monster.
So fucking.
My boy's a demon, dude.
I fucking fucking love that. So I actually kind of want to go to
dude,
one.
what are you gonna do in a trench when there's an opening and you're just like, what is that? And you just hear,
And you got to do driving it like a road course. Just
yeah, just bullets going past it, hitting the wheel. Guess what? There's no air in it. Stupid. It's an RC car. You're not blowing anything.
But even
out.
that's better. Like that's essentially the they had that in a couple of the Call of Duty games where you could get the RC
an
car,
RCXD.
drive around, just blow up.
Yeah,
that's it. The drone option. Okay, all right. Here's your options. All you hear is "doo" of a Viking ship, and then you're about to get clubbed to death by a mace, or you hear a. Oh man, those are your two options.
Talk about an alarm you can't snooze.
Either way, you're like, are those longboats?
You're just like. You look to the guy next to you. I'm assuming you're sleeping in like a large tent. You look at the guy next to you, and he's just like, "Oh my god."
We have to get up, dude. You hear Viking long, row,
yeah,
row.
You're just like,
all right, here, look. Let me pull this up.
Okay, yeah.
So-
Sorry, I'm trying to just really save any sort of credit you have with any modern day person with empathy.
Why?
Because you're making fun of a dog who has like.
No, so let me describe this for the audio listener. Okay, there's a 17-year-old fucking pit bull named Larry, all right, who lives in, I want to say Connecticut, has his own Instagram profile. People are trying to monetize the dog. Already don't like him. This thing can't bend at the hips, the knees, the joints, the toes, the shoulders, or any movable ball joint on its body.
He still looks happy.
It should have been put down.
He
and I don't
looks
have
happy.
I don't have like a weird attachment to animals. And I saw this and I watched it and we'll play the video, and because I commented Lair should be put in a hole, and it just makes sense. Look at Lair.
Ready for breakfast, Lair.
I know you got to take him down the stairs.
That's no good. He had to be carried down 3 flights of stairs.
Oh, he's so
Morning, Larry.
sweet.
Here you go.
And I'm the fucked up
That's
one.
the day he snaps as a pit bull and just rips her fucking.
Right.
the
I'm the
inside of
fucked
her
up
arm
one.
out.
Lair's on his goddamn last leg. He has to be carried downstairs, and he still gets
Larry is a cute boy.
No, but look, they still give him the don't rush to eat bowl. Fuck you. I got to do a maze to get my kibble, bitch. I'm 107 years old. Just let me get
That
my
is pretty rude.
Just let me. But I'm the asshole. So anyway, then I commented, Lair should. She says it like Larry from Curb. Lair, come here, Lair. And then I pulled it up, said Lair should be put in a hole. And this is what the universe said to that.
Don't say that. What the fuck, man? More like you in the end. Oh wow.
More.
Okay, so some people did a little digging on your channel immediately. They saw who commented, and they saw your they saw what anti-Semitic remarks were made. Pretty almost.
More like you in that bloodline. By the way, you're not a Jew. I'm like, good. Same to you, Dan. On God, Larry out here looking like older than the Queen of England. Someone's on my side.
Someone named comedy_I_Marty.
That guy gets it. Comedy Marty, shout out. Someone said, what the fuck, dude? Bro, think he funny with that goofy shit-ass podcast. Yes, I do. Pussy, rep the brand. And the Final Stop's going to respond to that. And then there's one more.
Oh, do you know people... do you know the people who run the Final Stop podcast account?
I do. It's me. I'm coming back with a vengeance on all you I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers.
So I'm assuming this is a couple beers in 2 days. You have responded to these people individually, everyone who left a comment.
I had time.
Yeah, you had time 2 days ago.
There's one more that I thought was fun that I don't know if it's going to pop up in here. God damn it. I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, that's not me. Never mind. Basically, it was just someone saying they fucked my mom, essentially. Someone said I got to your mom's hole first, and it made me laugh outwardly at work. I was like, anyway, yeah, I'm going to start doing that more. I think that's fun. Because I'm not going to post about it.
Oh, damn.
It does
and then
nothing.
Daniel put, by the way, 3 likes. This is an absolute fail of a comment. Day 2 of Lair smut. Lair in a whole like button. And then you put the fucking smoke coming out of a nose emoji.
I'm good at the internet.
You're so stupid. That is so cringy, dude.
Good at the internet.
You're an unk. You're an unk no matter what you do, dude. You're so bad at the internet. It's insane.
Being an unk, I think, is the way to go. Because you only have, what, like from the time that you're an adult and 18 to the time you slide into like unkship, which if you're an early access unk like I am, you're 25 is when you start your unk years.
Oh,
So
you're
you
in beta unk?
Well, I got the I got the screen.
You pre-ordered.
I got the screener.
Yeah, you pre-ordered unk, so you got the early access.
I did, because some people live out the young Thundercat life a little bit longer or whatnot. I chose unk early, and there's no better way, because then you're just like, you can look down on people, you don't care. Sometimes you're in bed early. You don't. Yeah, they're talking about
Love being in bed early.
at my work. They're talking about Chapel Roan and Sabrina Carpenter. Couldn't name a song. It's like, don't want to.
Yeah,
don't
Chapel
need to.
Roan and Sabrina Carpenter. I do not know those women.
Even Taylor Swift, when I was younger and didn't really fuck with her like that, you still know the songs because you're just like in the new. I'm so happy to be out of the new. It's great.
Do not say new.
What?
The fact that the fact that you say new makes me know that you're not in sort of like any sort of relevant pop culture talk, because no one says that.
Yeah, I'm not in the new. I don't need to be in the new.
That nobody says.
That new? Not for me, son.
It sounds like an Atlanta version of saying pussy. It's
Yeah,
like,
that
she
kinda
roll
does.
up,
Yeah.
she pull out her new.
No, you know what that sounds like? That
What?
sounds like you're an unk who got a nephew that consistently pulls pussy. You're like, I see you, nephew. They bring that new to the cookout.
Dude.
That means exactly what it is.
That is a great way to start a terrible argument
I
between
see
your
you-
nephew and his significant other.
I see you, nephew.
Another day, another dollar, nephew.
Damn.
See that new coming around.
Yeah, it's like always bringing that new. She's like, what?
Hope you like greens, unlike the last one.
Hey, can this one swim? The last three couldn't. Didn't
The
even-
last three couldn't. Your hair get wet? That's crazy. Bring more white bitches round. I
Hey.
like that. You got a sister?
They just call her new, like it's her name.
You introduce yourself as his brother. The entire barbecue is being creepy to his girlfriend.
That's the fucking. I can't wait. I'm gonna be the best.
Terrible, terrible man.
Just out in Jesus sandals, being like, God damn, they don't make them like that.
You know, I did my research. I got the best above ground pool money can buy.
we call it a luxury above ground because
Yeah.
if you plug in the sprinkler hose the right way, you can get a jacuzzi effect on it. Oh God,
Yeah.
but there's that.
I know it's hose water.
Do you make
Is that chlorinated?
nah?
Nah.
It's from the house.
That out of tap.
Have you?
I hooked it up to the fire hose out front.
Do you make noises when you sit down or get up?
If I'm like working, then yeah.
Because every time I get down and sit up, it's
See, your job is sitting down. My job is standing up, running around, pushing shit, picking up shit, lifting apples, all that jazz.
okay. But don't try and fucking outman me apple picking. I'm talking about just in general. Like when I sat down on this couch right now, I was like,
No, usually I do a standing front flip into whatever seat I get into. I'm just like agile like that.
Also, don't try to I'm so much more agile than you. You fucking.
You wish your agility. You
oh my
wish
God,
your
I beat
agility.
Name the. Is there? Okay, here's a real question. Is there an athletic feat you think you can beat me in?
Yeah,
What?
probably.
What?
I bet I could throw a frisbee better than you.
No, I'm really nice. I can even do the front fucking. Like
Damn,
the
that's
front
a
thing.
quarterback thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why would you challenge me in a fucking arm throw thing?
I
I don't think there's a physical feat on this thing. Do you think you could outrun me?
I'll show you physical feat.
Like endurance? You think you could run longer than me? Because that's like my one down spot.
I bet. Yeah.
You think?
No. Yeah. I mean, like
Damn.
on a treadmill.
That would be a test of will.
On a treadmill, if you just let me watch Family Guy, I can probably run for like 5 miles.
So if we hit the treadmill on like, let's just say a 4, like a low, nothing fucking.
Oh yeah,
flying.
4, I'd destroy you.
You think?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we could set this up so I'd throw up and murder myself and not be able to walk for. That's the difference. It's not that I don't think you're in more shape than me. It's that I would murder myself before I let you fucking.
You would shut down.
No, literally, that would be the only. I'd have to be carried off the treadmill before I threw in the towel. It was like, nope, Tristan beat me running. Which there's a very real chance you could. But then you'd
No,
also
I
have to-
absolutely think at a 4, no incline.
What makes you think this?
What do you mean? What makes me think?
What makes you think this?
when I was going to Orange Theory, which wasn't that long ago.
wait,
And if
wait. Was? Did you just start?
No, I haven't gone since we moved to Astoria.
Like 3 episodes ago, you're like, yeah, I just started going to Orange Theory. It's like my
No,
thing
it was
now.
way more than 3 episodes ago. That's back when I was still in the Upper East Side.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my Orange Theory that I like going
You've
to.
lived in Astoria for a month.
Yeah, I haven't gone to Orange Theory since.
That's when did you start going to Orange Theory?
I went to like 2.5 months of Orange Theory.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I started with the way that we did it. We started with 30 minutes of like endurance, and usually it was either increasing in incline or increasing in speed, and so like my base was a 5. That's what I was running at, and then
I've never been more actually invested in, I think, a competition that we could set up pretty easy.
yeah, my base was a 5, and then like my max was like a 7.5, and I could probably sustain that for like not too long. Maybe like if I got into it and like had my heart rate going at a good pace, maybe like a couple minutes or so. But at the same time, if I'm running at a 4, dude, I could. What do you mean? Like,
What do you want to put on this? What makes you sweat?
what do you mean, Gus?
What's your fucking, I'm not gonna take your
Wait,
cat
that
like
makes
it's a
me
pi-
sweat.
like
I
it's a
would definitely
pig's
work as hard as I ever had.
It's on the line. You
Yeah.
come home, you're like, hey, she's like, how was the podcast? You're like,
I have to give the cat away.
you're like, come with me now. She's like, no. You're like, it has to be this.
It has to happen.
No, what makes you sweat though? What would not your cat? I want your fucking cat. What would make you? Because we could hook this up after the new year. That would be such a fun thing to film. Because we could get Andrew's Blink Pass. He could get you could use on his phone. We can go to the Blink, fucking 7 minutes down the road, and just run on a floor. We'll warm up, film. We'll bring the camera, put it on the tripod just in front of our
The
treadmill.
endurance that we did, when the thing is, it was a lot, like when I was working out with you, it was a lot harder, but it was a lot shorter.
No.
We did like 10 minutes, and we would have to be like running at an incline of 3 with like probably about like 6.5, and we'd have to do forwards and
No,
backwards.
that's what I'm saying. I don't actually think that. I think it would be pretty close and interesting. I think this is probably the closest competition that we could do. Besides, like, the ice bath was retarded. That wasn't for me.
Dude, that is literally, I will never forgive you for that.
But
I
you're
spent
acting
the
like I've never-
appropriate amount of time in the ice bath, and I was waiting for you, and the way that you pussied out wasn't even like grandiose. It
I've
was
done so many ice baths in my life.
The way that you went at it could have fooled me.
No, I did go out like
Could
a
have
punk
fooled
ass
me.
bitch.
Could
I
have
did go
fooled
out not
me,
good.
dude.
I've been in so many ice baths. They're not fun. It's not a
Dude,
good time.
literally, I need like a photo of you holding
Okay.
like a newspaper from 2016 of you in an ice bath, just because I will never believe it unless I see that. I do not think you've ever been in an ice bath before. Just by the way you reacted when you first got in there, you treated it like it was a completely new thing,
experience. Yeah,
a
yeah,
new
yeah.
thing to you, and you're just like, "Oh, I couldn't ever." Meanwhile, everyone else had just done it.
This is one of the few tarnishes in my like machismo bullshit that I put off to you guys, because it's like you can't just be like, I'm so hard.
It blew a cannon hole in your armor, dude. There's a glaring hole.
It's like in Beowulf when you realize there's a chink right under his.
You're at the tavern late at night, and people are doing just like throwing like bottle caps into your fucking massive hole in your arm, and you're like, "Guys, stop it!"
Okay, all right, well, fucking big talker, put your money where your mouth is. Then
I already did. I
Let's throw
got in
some-
the bath for the appropriate amount of time.
no, I'm saying new thing. We'll do it.
How do I know that you're actually going to do it
No, we should do. Hold on, brainstorm.
You're
with
a
me
known
here.
liar coming
Follow me here.
from this perspective?
Follow me here. I see what you're saying, but this one's a little bit easier, and I'll scope you in it. We do it on Patreon. We'll do it at the beginning of the new year. It'll be our big Patreon event to kick off the whole thing,
The last one was a big Patreon event.
and it helped.
It did not. We dipped below the number that we initially set.
Not because of that. Not because of that at all. You're so bad.
I
at
think it is
marketing.
that reason.
You're so bad at marketing.
I'm not bad.
You're not.
At
You're bad
marketing.
at upselling,
I'm
and this is a constant.
Honest,
You're bad at. You
and
don't,
that's what brings people in.
Absolutely
my
not.
honesty. I'm blatantly honest.
Quite
That's all
lit-
I can be.
Quite literally, no. That is the opposite of marketing. Marketing
you're
is
afraid.
smoke. Marketing is smoke and illusion.
I think you're afraid.
No, but let's do a fucking. We'll make that the Patreon thing. What do you want to lose when I beat you?
What do you mean?
What do you want to lose? Because we'll set it on 4 and we'll do run till you drop style. Whoever taps out first loses.
First and foremost, hate the phrasing of that.
Run till you drop.
No, when you lose, what will I get?
Yeah,
from
when you
beating
lose,
you?
what do I get?
No, What is so when you lose, what do I get?
A good handshake, because
No.
that won't happen.
Oh, okay. So
When I beat you at the Blink Fitness
there has to be-
in the new year.
there has to be like an actual reward mutually between the two. of
No,
us.
that's what I'm saying. So what makes you fucking nervous there, Twink? What do you want?
I don't like this. I don't like this. Nothing makes me nervous. Nothing.
Yeah,
You
what
can,
makes you fucking sweat?
nothing. What, you get to fuck my girlfriend?
Why is that the first thing you go? There's so many other things. You went to 100.
The first thing
you went
was
to
you
so
taking
many-
Gus from me.
Yeah, why would you? You're like, you get my cat or my girl. Either way, I'm losing a pussy. You choose. You're like, what?
You can't describe it at what makes me sweat, just because, like, what, all the money that I currently have? That makes me sweat.
I don't want your tubes.
You don't want the most expensive sock in the
I
store?
don't need your damn tubes. The fact you have a tube sock still blows me away to this day, dude. Did you
It's
take
not-
it to the bank yet?
I tried.
What?
I tried.
Yeah, but they. Oh my God! Did you take Well, that's not enough money to raise alarms.
No, I took $300 to a local credit union thinking I'd be able to get in. Turns out it's a Ukrainian credit union, and they looked at me like a fool.
Wait. What?
There's a Ukrainian credit union.
Why were you at a credit union?
Because I'm at a credit union. And I thought that it would be transferable between credit unions, federal credit unions operated by the government. And turns out my money is worthless there.
Watching you learn adult shit in real time will always be my favorite. It's like you walked in, it's like, I thought all credit unions were the same. You're like, no, you fucking mook. You can't.
I'm like, ah,
No.
well, okay then.
You're thinking of a bank. Banks will take bank-to-bank interactions. Credit unions are owned by the people and don't need your business. They don't need that.
I have to go to Orlando, Florida.
Does anyone know how to wire transfer on Western Union?
Because not even Western Union. Partners Federal Credit Union. For
wish I
current
was
and
using-
former cast members at Disney World and Disneyland, California.
Oh, okay. So that's where your parents bank at, because they
And
were.
they got grandfathered in.
Getting grandfathered into the Bank of Disney is awesome.
It's honestly kind of tough.
They also have a timeshare in Toontown as part of the deal.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's bad, dude.
All right, I'm at a credit union too. It's not the fucking Donald Duck Credit Union.
Yeah.
It's a kind of similar situation.
Dude,
Taylor's,
honestly, Toontown is like O-Block right now. It's bad.
the fucking cogs and
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of
You ever
who
seen...
wait.
what set you repping?
Who's what was that online game where you had to fight the cogs?
Oh.
Toontown?
Yeah, that was Toontown, wasn't it?
Yeah. That sounds right. And then they made Toontown a game place, or did the place come first and they made the game?
Place came first, then the game.
Toontown, we have a thing. We have
I was about to say, we have just Toontown game.
I always wanted to buy.
Yes!
Yeah. Always wanted it.
The thing
never
is,
got
I
it.
watched I was playing World of Warcraft, and I saw this, and I'm just like, what a just absolute downgrade.
Yeah, it was like this Club Penguin. I was never a big computer game guy. None of those
Wizard
ever got to me.
101?
Yeah. They had the best commercials. They were the original. You know how they do the thing now where it's like the numbers game where it's like you got to shoot like the +7 and then you
Oh,
gotta,
no.
and
No,
then-
that
and then
wasn't... Was that Wizard 101?
No, but I'm saying like they did the original like we're going to show you a trailer. That
So
looks-
obviously I would go to the left in this situation because there's no way I'm going to be able to, oh my God, I just got a gun upgrade. I
Right.
don't think I would be able to, but anyways,
And now they have the guy from they have Homelander being like, no, the developers actually made like the real game. This was the original, like, let's make a movie as a trailer and then not deliver even kind of on the back end.
oh yeah, they'd be like, you get to throw pies.
It was. You just go around to robots and be like, yoink. And you just whip a pie at some guy and you're like, ask your parents before spending their credit card money. You're like,
Meanwhile, there's so many pedophiles, it's nuts.
Yeah, bro. Who do you think is on Toontown?
Yeah.
Like, what? An open
Get your parents' permission to talk to literally anybody in the game that isn't a non-playable character.
Yeah, hey.
Programmed into the game.
Go ask your 54-year-old father who was born in 76 and doesn't understand computers if you can talk to a grown man named Dave the Enforcer online. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That was Club Penguin.
Your dad's an electrician, but he has no concept of any sort of game. Honestly, the fact that you are sitting still in the same place for at least an hour and a half is a goddamn blessing. So whoever you're talking to, as long as you don't give them your social security number or physical home address, go.
Did you ever? Oh, you know what? You know what one got me, but I don't think it was on the same scale as all the other ones. Did you ever play Pop Tropica?
Oh, Pop Tropica was such a fucking scam. What a terrible game.
Shut up. No,
what a
no,
terrible
no,
game.
No. Why?
Awful.
The Hero Island was so sick.
Shut the fuck
Hero
up about
Island?
Hero
No,
Island.
I'll give you this. It did get what? It was the beginning of the end. Once they started doing the Fortnite corporate sponsors, they made Diary of a Wimpy Kid Island right when they were releasing the movie, and I was like, huh. Even at that young age, I was like,
That's
something
within
about
the
this.
same ilk.
What?
Honestly, holy shit. Fortnite stole that from Pop Tropica?
You think they're the first ones to do fucking sponsored content? MTV Spring Break's been doing that for fucking years.
True, Halo had Mountain Dew double XP stuff.
Did they? What, you buy a Mountain Dew and you like scan a code and it gives you double XP?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the first one to do that was?
Shit.
Like video game. Because you couldn't do that on like Putt Putt
There's
Saves
no-
the Zoo era shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Did you play Putt Putt?
No, I didn't play Putt. I did play a sick point-and-click Jurassic Park game.
Did you ever play a Spider-Man game specifically on the PC back in like 05, 06?
No. I was never really in... as soon as... I was into the MCU when the movies started rolling out. And then I started getting it. Like when...
You were never a Marvel kid growing up?
No, I was always
Oh
DC. I was always DC.
Oh, man, what the... That
The
explains
stories were
so
better.
much. That explains so much.
It was more adult.
The characters were shinier and cooler in Marvel, i.e., the populace, and you're like, I like the dark storyline. So annoying. You've been annoying since birth. Oh my god.
No, there was really good... Because I started reading comics with the Walking Dead comics.
Who starts comics at zombies?
What do you mean? One of the first
Everyone
comics
starts superhero.
One of the first comics I had was Marvel vs. Zombies, which was a great comic book.
Weird to start with the zombie of the superhero genre.
Well, it was
Even
cool.
more weird.
What do you mean? You see, literally the cover is Wolverine as a zombie. That doesn't draw you in.
No, you go to the original and see how he got
a Wolverine. Pull up a Marvel vs. Zombies cover, because that was at Barnes & Noble, and it was a head turner. Marvel vs. Zombies. Marvel Rivals also a fantastic game that I've been playing really.
What the McFuck is this? This was the cover?
Yeah. No, that was one of the covers.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's all the Marvel people as zombies, and you see that, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's really tight.
Actually, I take that back. What a low barrier of entry for fucking...
It was back when zombies were just becoming so hot. Back when The Walking Dead was in, like, season 1 and shit like that.
It doesn't even make sense to have a superhero be a zombie.
Well, it's like a galactic plague. I have no idea.
You have an idea. Shut up. You know exactly what was going on.
I
in that.
pieced through it. Honestly, I didn't read it as well as I probably should
Did you
have.
drag your father to comic book shops consistently?
Oh, you've never heard of Chipotle Fridays?
What the fuck is Chipotle Friday?
So when I live, dude, shouts out the Celebration Gang. When me and like, when I was in 7th grade, this was like the best time of my life, honestly.
You've said a litany of sad shit before. That right there might take the crown. It's like, yo, the best time of my life. Stay with me. I'm 13. Modern Warfare 2 just dropped. Like,
It wasn't even that. I was in middle school playing World of Warcraft with my best friends, dude.
Am I the first cool kid you've been direct friends with? You've been direct friends
No,
with?
I was dude. You want to hear something nuts?
Not the same. Cool kid, popular. Two different things. The kid who
I was hanging out with the football team.
The kid who lights Axe fucking body spray on a match in the bathroom is a popular
No,
kid.
dude, when I was I was actually like not cool kid, but like the thing is, here's what helped me out. I think I've told you this before. I've definitely said it on the podcast before. So I was an absolute loser, just building a callus all throughout me being in Arizona. And then my dad, when he eventually got transferred over to EA in like Florida, in Orlando, I had like this automatic defense mechanism to where I was just like lightning quick with people, where people would just be like talking to me and they'd talk shit, and then I would just hit them back with something really fast, make everyone laugh, and they'd be like, all right, this kid's all right. And so like I started doing that with the football players because they would fuck with me, and I would fuck with them real heavy, and I'm like, where you going, boy? Where you going? And like just trying to be like run up, I'm like, dude, I'll fucking make out with you, and just being like, you're fucking gay, and just like fighting with people and shit like that. And like,
I'm trying to think. We had to have one of you. Now that I think about it, and I guess we're fucking friends, so you did fucking make the football player laugh. I could see how like.
Yeah, dude. Literally, I used
to.
Dude, I remember one of the kids on the football team who was a defensive line, and he was just like this huge like Samoan kid.
Big guy.
Yeah. Like probably like 5'9" in freshman year, just growing, dude. Eating spam.
Big bricked up nickel. All right.
Yeah. And I would just always, it would make everyone laugh because I would call him Asian every time just because he was Samoan. And like,
I think technically, right? Where's
Polynesian, which like, hey, but I would just be like, I would call him Chinese and stuff like that, and it would make all the football players laugh.
I like how under the guise of you're like, yeah, I just make like all the football team laugh. You're like, but I would be cripplingly racist to like 3 people.
Dude, we were 14 in high school. All right, we were 14 in high school.
This motherfucker's Chinese. Look at his eyes. You're just like, he's a fat Polynesian.
No, he would literally because he would do the same shit that you would do, and just being like, dude, I'll lay you out.
I'll fuck you up right now.
I'll lay you out. And I'm like, in what? Sumo, bro?
The hard part about
what's going on?
The hard part about making that your thing is unless you actually fuck the guy up, it's just barking, and then it holds no weight.
The thing is, it wasn't
weight.
that just because it was like, nah, you wouldn't fuck dressing up, and just being like, dude, come on, he's chill.
No, you're almost like a girl. There's no winning because if that kid did fuck you up, then all the boys are like,
what
come
the fuck
on,
are
man.
you fucking on Tristan? Oh, he got you that mad?
I was gonna say, and then on the off chance you like for whatever reason know just like fucking Muay Thai and hit this guy in his Adam's apple, then it's like Tristan beat your fucking. There's no winning. There's
zero winning, and I love that.
You hit this guy with a front kick and he just goes down.
The
like,
perfect position to be in. And plus, our football team sucked a cock. We had never won a game. Ever, dude. In the high school's history, had never won a game.
You know what?
I joined track to be moral support. I'm not even lying to you.
Was it not? It wasn't hard?
No, I would like join track, and I would just be like, I was already smoking weed at the time and
you
shit
still
like
had
that.
to run. It's not like they just let you like they didn't give you a mic and just be like, yeah, just stand in the middle and like entertain people. Like you still had to do stuff.
No, they would be like, all right, you got it. They'd be like, are you doing this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here and talk real quick. And then I would just like ping pong in between people the entire track meet and just do nothing the entire time. I'd be like, I'm gonna try to vault, and then I would vault and just fail hysterically and make everybody laugh. And I'm like, crushed it.
How long were you in track for? A year?
No, I didn't really even sign up for track. I just showed up.
I was going to say, I don't know why I gave you so much credit. You for sure were like, you were there for about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a week.
Probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I would just show up.
And then they made you do one hard thing probably, and you started dying, and you're like, oh no, this is not what this is.
No, the thing is, I would always be like, I would be the person running very slowly, just be like, ah. And people would pass me, I'm gonna smoke your ass, dude.
Did you ever run in a meet?
Like run around the circle type, like on the track. Like I did one of those, and I was just like, "This is not for me."
The
I'm better
answer
at
to the question you just gave I gave you is crazy. Did you ever compete in a track meet?
No.
Okay, that's what. What did you think I was asking? Did you ever run around?
I competed in like thespian shit. Just like all my buddies were super into sports, so I would just like show up to their practices and fuck around with them.
This is what I'm talking about when I say I'm jealous of the upbringing you had because it just perpetuates comedy, and I feel like I have to make up ground. Being cool, which by the way, I'm lucky that we're doing it the time we're doing it because being cool hasn't been this funny in a long time. But like, yeah, that's a fucking cheat code to just be like, I'm the outcast kind of weirdo, and I know it. And even me describing it as an outcast weirdo, I should probably describe it funnier as like the clown zany guy and look at it more as a positive.
It wasn't that. A lot of the kids are like kind of sheltered. Like I grew up in like a kind of rich area. And
yeah, you really try to downplay
Ari-
the fact that your dad was a programmer.
No,
You're like,
in
we just happened to stumble into this
Arizona.
nice area.
In Arizona, we were not getting paid a lot. But when he went to EA, we were getting paid we're paid enough to live in the outskirts of a really nice town.
Shittiest house on the nicest neighborhood type shit.
Yeah, we weren't in the apartments.
Yeah.
We had a house, but at the same time, it had black mold in it and made red rings around my eyes.
That's
for
probably
3 months.
better than the nicest house in a bad neighborhood. That sounds scary.
No, the apartment complex you can actually complain to somebody in the when
Help
you buy
me.
a home,
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, so there's mold in this and it's making my son cough up phlegm for 3 months straight.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, dude, literally, I used to because I would have coughing fits just so hard I almost passed out, dude. I'm like allergic to mold. And I would
Hold on. Two things. One, has there ever been a time in your life where you're healthy? Two, everyone's allergic to mold. You fucking retard. You think people just go like black
not as
mold?
bad as me. Not as bad as me because my parents were completely fine, but I used to have dude, my eyes used to get chapped. I used to have red rings around my eyes. In the nurse's office, when I told them, I'm like, because I used to go in there, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then we eventually got it fixed. And I'm like, they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah.
I'm
We had
surprised.
mold in my house that was really fucking me up. I think I'm allergic to it. And they're like, oh, we thought you were just crying a lot. And I'm like, so your solution was thinking I was a pussy? Instead of me actually having something wrong with me when I'm just coughing up huge literally almost pneumonia levels of coughing.
Well, I kind of see where they're coming from because I know you today and we're good buds. You're sick or not 100%. A lot. How many times have you seen me not 100%? Very limited. Very limited. The amount of times that you show up and just take a shit and you're like, my stomach, I'll be right back.
It wasn't even
80s.
my stomach thing. I just had to take a shit. That's not my fault.
No, but I'm just saying the amount of times you come in and is not 100%. Has to be so high.
You're holding last week against me when I was legitimately
I'm not
sick.
even joking right now with you. If you had to rank yourself, I'm a 20% of the time, not 100%.
How do you feel yourself out of 10? What are you right now?
10.
Oh,
Money. I went around for a walk, got a little push-up in, did a few curls in the room, threw brews in.
6.5.
I know. Why are you never at 10? It's
I'm coming over my sickness.
There's always a sickness.
It was last week's sickness. I still have phlegm.
Last week?
It was Tuesday. This is Saturday.
So many days. You're such a feeble bitch.
I'm not feeble.
And I love you, but you're sick a lot. That can't help me, by the way.
Stop it. That's my penis. You just
Watermelon ice.
I knew you'd ask for it.
We'll be right back. Where you going? You're like, hey, do you guys have that watermelon ice?
No, I say, what do you have? Because a lot of the places, it's not the same thing.
No, because they're all money laundering fronts.
Yeah.
The one out, literally, what direction are we? The one over here just got shut down. Right outside. You go left. I walked in there today and opened the door. There were 3 dudes in there with N95 masks on, dust everywhere, scraping the floor.
Oh, yeah, the one right around here?
With the cheap beers? Yeah.
Yeah, I went in there to go get cheap beers, and then the door was open
Yeah.
for the thing, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
The guy's like, Buddy. You're like, all right, my fault.
I went in there, and they just looked at me, and then I felt the beers. I'm like, these are fucking lukewarm.
Lukewarm. No energy in here.
Yeah, I'm like,
Money
there's
laundering
no
fronts.
way I'm going to give you
That-
any sort of cash.
Honestly, it makes GTA make a lot more sense because you would like to think that there's not these standardized NPCs. At pretty much every bodega, you go inside and there's a larger black gentleman working the register. And then right to his left, there's a Middle Eastern bro with a front satchel on. And then right outside is that Middle Eastern bro's glamped up Mercedes that's in a not nice neighborhood. It's just parked right up front of the bodega. And you're like, sell drugs a little less obvious.
it's the
just
Penguin,
a little
dude.
less.
It's the Penguin.
Does he roll around in nice cars?
Yeah. You should watch the Penguin series. It's really good.
I don't like Batman. Is Batman in it?
No.
Well, then why would you make it? It almost feels like fucking.
There is a reference to him at the last minute of the fight. Yeah, the last minute of the.
No, and that's
show.
it. Did you ever watch the show Smallville?
Yeah.
They rarely let Superman be Superman.
Yeah, it's
why are we making
It's
the
the turmoil.
show?
It's the turmoil.
No, it's not the turmoil. That's so stupid. That's like I hate WWE fans. Are like, I go in, I'm there for the storytelling. It's like, well, you're an idiot. I'm there because there's roid heads doing double backflips off the fucking top row. You're an idiot. Give me Superman.
No.
But I like the drama and then the suspense.
No,
you should have been kicked in the head.
It was fucking Penguin is such a good show. This season is so good. I think you should watch it.
I also don't think that guy's hot. Colin Farrell.
What do you mean?
Everyone thinks Colin Farrell's hot, and they're like impressed by
he's
how
under like 25 pounds of makeup the entire show.
I know, and I'm saying they're impressed by how ugly he got for the Penguin. I'm like, he wasn't that far away from the Penguin to begin with.
At literally on the last episode, we were kind of like me and Haley. We're like, he's just being like, "What's the matter with you?" And I'm like, "What?" So he's like, "Nah, ma.
You also-
ma, what's the matter with you, ma?"
You also can't beat it. It
come
would be
on.
like if they made well, they did. They made 2 shitty movies. It'd be like if they recast the Joker. It's like they did it already. You can't do it. You probably have to wait 20 years.
No. Did you see the deleted scene from the new Batman movie that came out in, I think, 2023?
I quintessentially disagree in the Pattinson verse.
I like it.
Exactly, because they took all the.
Underneath the bridge.
I don't know the soundtrack.
And I just sucked on my dick.
Of course, you would like that,
Yeah.
Batman. They took all the fun
Can't
out.
wait to come in my dad's mouth and he's a slut.
Wow, they went a different direction with this.
'Cause
Batman.
sucking on his dick.
Wait, is this a?
Sucking my dad's dick.
Is this a Nirvana song?
And
Shut up, dumbass. That's why I didn't see the movie. They took all the fun out.
Sucking my dad's dick.
He didn't even get juiced for the movie.
And,
Did you know that? No
what?
steroids, no peptides, no TRT, no nothing.
Yeah, he's like what the average millionaire if he just had like his own personal
Do you
training
know
camp.
what the average? He's not a millionaire; he's a billionaire. Do you know what the average billionaire is like? Jeff Bezos. They're jacked at 60. They're on all the shit. Why would Batman, who fights crime voluntarily, by the way, not be on all the shit? Makes no sense to me.
Well, do you think
You're fighting niggas
do you
with
think
real
Christian
super-
Bale was on all this?
all the shit.
You think so?
Did you see him when he had to get real skinny for the
Well,
machinist?
to be fair,
And
did
then
you
he got
see?
fucking
Did you see?
jacked?
Did you see Robert Pattinson's like Batman? Do you see the movie?
No, but I've seen stills of him
Well,
in the
no.
Batman suit.
Well, no, because there is a moment in the movie where he gets like injured pretty well.
Takes his shirt off.
No,
Oh, okay.
he's in the bat suit and he pulls out the emergency oh shit needle, puts it in his body, and then goes, "Ugh!" and just beats the fuck out of a guy.
Avenger.
Yeah, no, it did. No, so it's in the universe. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right, so he has the
And maybe
juice.
he's starting his TRT.
I didn't know he was
He's
left-
starting his cycle.
I didn't know he was left for deading the TRT. That's
Yeah.
Just like, oh, there's a boomer.
Yeah, no, for real. Like it was
Adrenaline.
like literally he got like hit with something. He was just like, and getting like disoriented. Just like hits himself with something. And just like, "Meow."
Alfred's in his ear like, hit the juice, hit the juice, hit the juice.
I'm the Green Lantern. Like immediately, just like going crazy, dude.
Here, let's go to the Patreon names because we have some new changes, which is always fun. As always, when you join the Patreon, and we hope a couple of you guys are new
Hayden
here.
says he's got a good change.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. That's a new person. I don't know who that is.
Who is that?
I don't know.
What,
They
name their name.
Yeah, they changed it. We do the fucking rollout. You gotta sell the sizzle, not just the steak.
I was about to say.
As always, when you join the Patreon, we encourage you to change your name to something funny. We'll read it on the public episode at the very end. It's a good time. No matter if you're a $1 McBaller or a follower of Gus, we encourage the name change. And hopefully you're new here from the holiday special that we're running. Happy Hanukkah if it's the new year and you're watching this.
Ew.
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Here we go. We got Pepe La Fumes, which is pretty good.
Pepe Le Fumes, by the way, acknowledging the blatant ripoff we are doing at the end of the podcast episode.
I almost kind of said it in the promo. I was like, we read funny names at the end, kind of like, wait, can't say that. Never mind.
Yeah, naming the blatant ripoff. That is not a name for us. That is not for us.
Which, by the way, I want you to know, we blatantly ripped this off years ago. They went away and came back, and we're still thugging it out. So
we thought they died. We thought we'd be the new guys, but they came back.
The podcast in which we shall not cackle. I mean, name. Anyway, we got Pepe La Fumes. You're hilarious and a good time.
What do you mean? Colostomy Coyotes? Is that the name of them?
Yeah. The Colostomy Coyotes. Don't worry.
I've never heard of them.
Pei Dong Ting. Anyway,
Shut up.
We got Pepe La Fumes, AQ, Billy Willis, Luca McGee. Hey, look at Densmore still hanging out. Andrew's sister, which we will announce every week as long as she's staying here giving us money.
I don't think it's honestly one of those things that I feel like she forgot to quit.
Most of these people forgot to quit. Trying times. That's new.
Trying Times. Shout out Trying Times. Why don't read their Gmail, please?
No, but do you think?
Is he a new $10?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's only been here for 2 months.
Congratulations for joining us.
I think he made a full new email based off the hate. I'm pretty sure. Read his email.
I can't see
Not out loud, but look at the very end. Do you think that's the last 3 letters? Do you think that's he found us from a third party and followed the link, followed the breadcrumbs? Trying times?
I hope so.
I think it could be fun. We got Dookie Schnauzer, MD. Do you know why that's funny?
Dookie Schnauzer?
Do you know Neil Patrick Harris is a child star? Do you know that?
Yeah, Dookie Howser, ND.
Dookie Schnauzer, MD.
Yeah.
God, you suck. All right.
Shut up.
Sorry. Hey, that's the product of this guy fucking blows and is a hard laugh.
It took me a second to realize.
That's a very funny name change. Victim of a bad read. Michael
Femboy
Wellwood.
Bussy, go blap blap.
Go blap blap. Quarterbacks aren't athletes. Fuck you. And they spelled aren't wrong. That's hilarious.
He doesn't need to. He's racing horses. All right. Shout out to Hayden Turner, my boy, my father, my son.
Yeah, dude.
I love
Quarterbacks
him.
aren't athletes, and guys who race RC cars just crush puss. Anyway, Billy Silver, Antonio Ramos.
Can't blow out your fucking ACL with an RC car, pal.
Yeah.
Carl, there has to be a better idea than cutting off my Dick Goldthorpe. There is no better idea than cutting off your own penis, Carl. I think that's where the lupus resides.
Wait. Hold this. Hold the microphone.
Underneath my dad, and Daniel is researching something. What the hell is this? Help for self-harm to cut off your own dick?
God damn it. I thought this was going to be a pretty, there has to be a name for this, for, just the weird urge to, cut off. There's a name for pulling out your own hair. There has to be a fucking name
for cutting off your own cock?
Yeah, phallicolemia or something.
Self-castration?
Okay, well, that took the fun out of what I was. I thought there was going to be a fun science name to go along with that. There wasn't.
And no, what do you think? There's a Latin root for cutting your cock off?
Kind of, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And to round off the entire
100
thing.
Patreon equals I get a TFS tattoo.
Yeah, 100 patrons equals I get a TFS tattoo. Now,
for
that's a level of
Trevin
commitment.
Muncie. Trevin, I'm dreaming with you.
Yeah, that's the level of commitment that we love seeing. Anyway, tell a friend about the cast. If you're looking for that upgrade, it's the season of giving. We're giving away gifts to the Patrons. It's going to be a good time. In the new year, we're working on a new intro. We're working on a couple of new sketch ideas. Got
Also,
some big guests
are the
rolling in.
messages for the Patreon members exclusively available only for us, or can they be seen by other people?
What do you mean?
If someone wants to message us on Patreon, will it be seen only by us?
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone on our Patreon,
I mean, you can also post on the wall too if you want it to be seen. But yeah, you can send it.
Well, no. Here's why I say that is for anyone on the Patreon. If you want me to send you a specialized Christmas card, please send us your address inside of a specialized Patreon message only we can see, and I will send you a Christmas card specifically for you. Ask me to wish you a Merry Christmas. Ask me to potentially like send you a paw print of Gus or Tiny, or like a photo of the whole family. That would be fun, but we would be willing to do that.
Holy
I would
shit,
like
he's
that.
selling the sizzle. We got to cut it before it goes bad. Tell a friend about the cast. We're selling the sizzle. He'll give you a Patreon blowjob. See you later. It's almost like you save your good ideas until literally the buzzer's going off. Just, brrr. It was like the ball released out of his hand before the buzzer went off. That's it.